Hello everyone and welcome along to the Adrenaline GT Preseason Race 2 here at Suzuka. Today we are running Lobby A, so the higher lobby of the two. We will run you through the grid now. So starting on pole we have Justin L, who was in Lobby B last week to help facilitate organising the lobby. Moved up this week, set a qualifying time. It's the fastest of everybody. Only just though, smashing Apex right behind him. So those two on the front row. Pup in third, K-Dot fourth, RBS GT7 in fifth, F Crestale in sixth, Bazza in seventh, BBL Flash coming out at eighth. Axaka, another name from Lobby B, who has moved up to Lobby A this week after showing unreal pace in that race at Lago Maggiore last week. L Sandwith in 10th. Wrestler just outside the top 10 in 11th, only just missed out on that top 10 spot. You go to Bjoken in 12th, Street Silent in 13th, and Slippy in 14th. Didn't set a time in qualifying. Was actually disconnected during qualifying, so will start from the back. This will also be the second time they try to start this race. We had a red flag right at the start of the original race start, as the first two got away early. Similar issue to what we had in Lobby B last week, and after that the stewards decided that any time it happens, it'll be a red flag and the race will be restarted until we can get a proper race start. So we're going to jump into the race now. Let's jump into the action. Most of the top runners are on soft tyres. You'll find that every driver starting in the starting order, every driver all the way up until 7th with Crestale is on softs, and then everybody else on the hard tyres. So it's going to be interesting to see whether the soft tyre runners can stay out of trouble early enough to get an advantage and run up front and move away from those hard tyre runners, or whether those hard tyre runners can keep up with the soft tyres and then take advantage of their fresh softs at the end. But we'll see. Let's jump right into the action now. So we're ready to go here. Cars lined up, and it's lights out and we are racing, and Justin L gets away well there. Smashing Apex, Pup, K-Dot. Everyone's staying out of trouble. Crestale and RBS GT7 side by side. I think it's pronounced Crestale actually. Crestale goes up the inside. RBS drops back into 6th. And that is Axaka up the inside of BBL Flash. Already making moves early after starting 9th. So up one spot at the start here. Wrestler up one spot as well from Sandwith. Looking to make moves early here. You don't want to have too much squabbling at the back, as it may mean that you lose too much touch with those soft tyre runners at the front. But conversely, you don't want to have too much squabbling at the front either. You want to sort of work together and move away. So Smashing Apex has dropped down to 4th. Grab a replay of that. So a replay of what happened to Smashing Apex here as he comes through turn 2, just gets a bit wide on the exit, just on the grass enough for Pup and K-Dot to go through. So not a huge mistake, but just enough for the two right behind him to jump in front. The lead is Justin L, just sort of pulling away. This is K-Dot up the inside of Pup, coming out of the I don't know what number that is, but coming out onto the back straight, looking up the inside. He's going to push him all the way down towards 130R. Is he going to look up the inside here? No, he's not. He's just going to let it go. And the 666 Racing Corvette will hold on for now. Just going to look. Is there any? Oh, Axaka. Someone's round. That is someone round. That is Wrestler and RBS GT7. Both rounds. Not sure what's happened there. We've got cars in the pits already. Street Silent, you go to Bjoken, and Sandwith are in the pits. So not sure what's happened here. We'll see if we can get a replay of that. But that is Well, it's not great for RBS as he was on the softs and started 5th. And now, all the way back down in 12th. With these cars pitting early, moving onto the softs, getting on those soft tyres early. So replay now of what happened to RBS GT7. I believe he did this all on his own. As he comes through 130R, he gets wide, touches the curb, and it just turns the car. And then conversely, Wrestler gets wide, trying to avoid the incident, and just turns. Right on board here with RBS through 130R. Just gets loose and the car just turns. Right on board with Wrestler, and he just gets wide, and then the car just steps away from him, and he's also round. Does well to avoid everyone there and get back on the circuit as quickly as possible. So just an unfortunate incident for those two there. Back in with our leaders now. K-Dot looking to put a move on Pup in the Shell Supra. These front lot, Justin L just pulling away a little bit, so these guys behind just losing touch with the leader. Again, first runner on hard tyres is Bazza. So for reference, that's where he is. So you can see as the rest of them go through the bottom of the circuit now, there is a bit of a gap forming between the soft runners and the hard tyre runners. A lovely livery on that car, sporting the Visa Cash Up RB colours of Daniel Ricciardo. Lovely livery. There's some beautiful liveries in this lobby. Obviously, this week we weren't able to get all of the Lobby B liveries running due to some glitches in the replays. We can see all the other ones here, and they do look quite beautiful. So Aksaga running in 8th, again started 9th. Bazza is in. So this is the first of the hard tyre runners to stop. So this is a really early stop here. A lot earlier than we've been seeing in the other lobby. They were all stopping sort of around the halfway point of the race, really. So an early stop here onto the softs for Bazza. Obviously thinks he can get to the end. No fuel. No fuel, just tyres. Come out behind Yagoda Bjokin, who has also stopped. And I believe he is the first of the stoppers. He is. So Yagoda Bjokin, the first onto the soft tyres. And now, therefore, the first in the queue. Remember, Wrestler yet to stop, I believe. Wrestler is yet to stop. RBS GT7 just trying to fight back now, make his way up the order. Audi of BBL Flash running in 6th. He started 8th, so up 2 spots. Quite lovely. Just a very considered drive from him so far. Slippy up into 7th, and that's big because he started at the back. Slippy. He started from 15th. And started, from the back, really. So, we've had a DNF in this lobby. I'm just going to find out who that was for you. Aksaga in. Another hard tyre runner into the pits. We can confirm that it is Wrestler that has had a DNF, so he won't finish this race. He was disconnected and won't finish this race, unfortunately. Justin L out in front in the Porsche. showing why last week he was able to come from the back of the Lobby B group all the way to second. He's got the pace. This battle between the Corvette of Pup and the Supra of K-Dot is very close. But I feel like at this point K-Dot maybe just biding his time, not wanting to rush. He doesn't want to overwork those tyres. They want to make those soft tyres run as long as possible. There's the Ferrari, the unmistakable sound of that Ferrari from Crestdale, running in 5th. Doesn't seem to be a lot of on-track action at the moment. I say that, and here is BBL Sin Killer was looking up the inside of Yugo Bjoken and has been grabbed by Bazza, who is on that fresh set of soft tyres now. Obviously, Sin Killer yet to stop, whereas Bazza obviously served a very, very early pit stop and is chasing down Yugo Bjoken for that provisional, well, I would say provisional lead, but just for that position of first one to have stopped. And that is Sin Killer on the hard tyres into the pit lane now. Saga running in last, but remember he's stopped, so we'll gift that position back to Sin Killer now, and we'll continue to run well into the top 10 hopefully for him. But so very interesting strategies here. Cars on the hards stopping early to take early advantage of those soft tyres, but they do run the risk of not having a lot of tyre left at the end of this race. So will it even out with those hard tyres? Where really worn softs but new hard tyres, which ones will play better? You would like to think that really worn softs won't be much match for hard tyres, but time will tell. This is a really close battle. We're just going to follow this battle for a little while. Going to ride on board with K-Dot now, so turn the volume up and enjoy as we ride on board just for a lap here with K-Dot. What a circuit, what a car, and you can see just how much he is pushing that car to keep up with Pup here. They're both trying to push and make use of these soft tyres before they have to go to hards. And he's just, you can see as he goes through the chicane here, just how much curb he is using to give himself the best line through there. And Justin L, fastest lap of the race, a 59.1. That is a 2 minute 0.7 for K-Dot. A 2 minute 0.3 for Pup on that previous lap, and a 59.9 for Justin L. Back. So our leader now, running in quite a bit of fresh air. Not a lot happening around him. He's just sort of pulled away. There you can see Pup coming through in the background. Here we go. You go to Bjoken, looking to get past BBL Flash here, who is, despite what the right-hand side of the screen says, is actually yet to stop. And he started on the hard tyre. He's trying to run that hard tyre long in that Audi, and you go to Bjoken, gets up the inside. That is 7th place for him. He's coming down to 130R. Still close. These two have been inseparable since lap 1. Looking like they're just within a second of each other at all times, these two. Pup and K-Dot. The 6.6 Racing Corvette and the Shell Supra. Getting very close to the wall there. Coming onto the front straight was Pup. But he's obviously got pace in that Corvette, because he's making it work for him at the moment. K-Dot, I don't know whether he just isn't overtaking or whether he just doesn't have the pace to overtake at the moment, but either way, I think he's just content sitting behind at the moment. Hasn't really pushed too hard to get to the back of him to make a move, so I think they're just happy running as a pair at the moment, trying to create a bit of a gap between themselves and Smashing Apex, who just want to bring note to this livery, because it's obviously a BMW M6, but has made it the livery to look like the new M4, and man, it looks beautiful. Like, look how good that car looks. Quite the specimen. Flash being hunted down by Bazanel, who in that Visa Cash Up RB liveried Subaru is looking to take advantage of the soft tyres he put on his car so early. Back to this battle for second. Still quite separated. Not a lot happening in this race. Everyone seems to be fairly spread out. Not a lot of on-track action currently. But you go to Bjoken chasing down RBS GT7. Obviously, RBS GT7 yet to stop that early incident with Wrestler. And then Wrestler, unfortunately, who has DNF'd due to a disconnect. But can you go to Bjoken continue to take advantage of these soft tyres versus the hard tyre, the older soft tyres. So both these cars actually on soft tyres, I should say, and that is go to Bjoken in again. So going for the 2-stop. Bazza also in going for the 2-stop, and he's got a half-second penalty. Not sure where that came from. But these 3 cars that stopped early are now stopping again. So, interesting strategy going for the 2-stop here. Not sure if it's going to quite pay off for them. As fuel goes in, you go to Bjoken is out. Will come out in 11th behind Slippy, who is chasing Aksaga for position now. So Slippy just on fresher softs, looking for the position. Looking up the inside here. Willie, no, he just backs out of that one. Probably a little bit smartly. And Remember, didn't set a time in qualifying, Slippy, so had to start from the back. And is looking to take advantage of the fact that he is now on soft tyres and can just run to the end. Nice and close coming out of the hairpin. Oh, they're both on the grass. And that is our leader in. So Justin L in the pit lane. We're going to stay with this battle. That is all our leaders in. So Justin L, K-Dot, and Pup are in. Smashing Apex will inherit the lead, but our top three are in. We're just going to jump to that now. So, fuel going in for Justin L. He's away. Tyres on for K-Dot. Fuel going in for K-Dot and Pup. RBS GT7 is also in. Remember, he had that incident early on, so he may fall down the back. So K-Dot has got Pup into the pits. We're going to have to see, check a replay to see if maybe a move was done before the pits, but if not, K-Dot has overtaken Pup into the pits and has pulled some margin. Replay of what happened with K-Dot. Pup just gets wide at the exit of 130R and it just hands the position to K-Dot. We're right on board with him now just to see what happens. As he comes into 130R, just probably carries a little bit too much speed, it gets a little bit too wide, and it just means that he scrubs off a little bit of speed trying to get back on. And it's just the invitation that K-Dot needed to get past to just be ahead coming into the pit lane. So just unfortunate for Pup there. Back to live action for you. But it's now, first of our stoppers are now Justin L, K-Dot, then Pup. L Sandwich yet to stop. This battle between Axaga and Slippy still going on. Oh, and he's going to go up the inside. There he goes. Beautiful move from Slippy there, up the inside. Axaga just on older, soft tyres. Not much he could do there. And Slippy will say, thank you very much. Remember, he is now fourth in the order of cars who have stopped. Smashing Apex, Cristale, and Sandwith yet to stop. So we're going to check in with our leaders now. Smashing Apex, coming through 130R, down into the final chicane. Is he going to stop this lap? Remember, especially on newer tyres, the undercut is very powerful around here, as we've been learning. So will he come in this lap? No, stays out. So it doesn't come in. Cristale, what's he going to do? He will come in. So Smashing Apex stays out longer. Cristale in. What about Sandwith here in the really nice Honda 2000s Honda NSX? A lovely car. What is his gap back to? You can see just coming through 130R now is Slippy. So where is Slippy going to come in relation to Cristale? I think Cristale will get out well ahead. Yep. So he's coming out onto the front straight now. And there is Slippy just entering the front straight. So relatively big gap between Slippy and Cristale, but Slippy obviously on soft tyres, Cristale on hard, so there will be a pace difference there. Can he catch him for 5th place in this race? Would be a mega effort to start from the back and come home 5th. The Smashing Apex still running on those soft tyres, trying to draw it out as long as he can. A 2:02.5 last lap, a 2:13.7 obviously for Justin L. A 2:14.4, so there is a bit of a pace deficit. But all these guys stopped, actually I should say all these guys did stop on that previous lap, I do believe. Well, that was their out lap. So not exactly entirely indicative of the pace they can actually do. You wouldn't think they'd be that far off the pace. So Is he going to come in this lap? He is. So he's in. So our leader is now in. Justin L will enter the chicane now and inherit the lead of this race, I would say. Still hasn't made it to his pit box. Justin L's entering the front straight. So Justin L will inherit the lead of this race from Smashing Apex, who now enters his pit box. 2:01.3. So he was considerably faster. Smashing Apex drops. Fuel going in. Where is K-Dot coming onto the front straight now? The fuel is going out. He's exiting the pit lane. Here, where is K-Dot? Here he is. Can Smashing Apex jump both K-Dot and Pup? He can. And Cristale has got past Pup as well. So Pup, the hard tyres obviously not agreeing with the Corvette very much, and he's got Slippy following behind. But Smashing Apex is out ahead of K-Dot and in second place. So he's gone from fourth before the pit stops to second. What an effort. Stayed out longer on those soft tyres. I thought it might have been a gamble, and it was, but it's a gamble that has paid off. So well done. Here we go. Slippy chasing Pup for 5th place. And as I said, it would be a wonderful effort for him to get 5th after an extremely difficult race starting from the back. Obviously, it hasn't been short of incidents, but he's still done well to keep his nose clean and bring it home. He's had a bit of a look there on the exit of the hairpin, and Yoda Bjoken is following behind. I believe it's probably supposed to be announced, you got to be joking, but I'm saying the European spelling. It's a very Swiss or Danish name, I guess, but it's probably you got to be joking. But here we go. The slipstream is powerful down this back straight, especially in that GTR. He's going to look up the inside into 130R. Pup yields, gives him the position, doesn't want to go side by side through that corner, and hands 5th place to Slippy in the GTR. Great racing between these two. And you got to be joking is looking for that 6th place from Pup now. That battle has meant that he is able to push up. One of the guys that stopped twice in this race, remember? So 2 stops for him. Just one lap on the hard tyres, and then the rest of the race on 2 sets of softs. So what can he do? Can he get past Pup? Aksaga running on his own, currently in 8th, up 1 position from where he started. But here you go, you got to be joking. Looking, go to Bjoken. Looking to get past Pup as we come down towards the end of Sector 1. Here we go. The move might be on here, coming up towards the hairpin. Is Pup going to give it? He isn't. He's going to try and keep it up the inside, keep the nose in there, but the traction of those softs is just so much better than anything those hard tyres can do. And for the man who set the fastest lap of the race on the previous lap, you got to be joking, takes 6th place from Pup. Now, Aksaga, he pitted on lap 4 for a set of softs and hasn't pitted again, so these softs are dead. They have not got anything left to give, and he's got 3 cars close behind. Well, 1, 2, 3 close behind the Audi, the Dodge, and the NSX on relatively fresher tyres, well, considerably fresher tyres actually. So, and he's run wide at the exit of 130R, and that is going to open him up to a move from BBL Flash coming down towards turn 1. who on much grippier soft tyres is going to look to breeze past here down the front straight. Saga, the winner of the Lobby B race last week, showing tremendous pace, is running quite well in this lobby as well. Here we go, it's on now, it's nice and close. He's right on the tail of that Supra. Here's BBL Flash, and he's going to have a look, around the outside. Can he make it stick on the grippier softs? Yes, he can. Beautiful move. I thought it was quite risky out in the marbles trying to pull that move off, but he's made it work. And now, street styling. Oh, he's run wide. Xaga's run wide. He's in the grass. He's got loose on the marbles. And he has run wide. And that'll just put him down in 11th on this final lap. So he's just going to have to... He's got a fair gap to Sinkiller behind. So he's just got to keep it on the track now. It looks to have all settled itself out now. K-Dot and Smashing Apex have stayed right there, but I think that slightly fresher tyre advantage of Smashing Apex just means that it's going to be a no contest. Justin L is going to come through the final chicane, and he's going to cross the line to win the Lobby A race, preseason race 2, and a nice skid across the line here at Suzuka. Smashing Apex and K-Dot, they're going to be right on each other as they come across the line. Who's going to come out ahead? K-Dot gets sideways. It's going to be Smashing Apex. K-Dot in 3rd. A beautiful result for those guys. Christale comes home in 4th. A beautiful drive. Skippy comes home in 5th. Excellent work from him. You got to be joking. Can't quite get past Slippy. He was right on him at the end there. BBL Flash, a last lap move around the outside in the S's is going to bring him 8th. Street Style in 9th, and Samwith rounds out the top 10 in that beautiful Honda NSX. Xaga comes home 11th after all that. Sinkiller 12th. RBS GT7 come home 13th, and Bazza. So not a great day for the Subarus. They'll be kicking themselves on that one. And obviously, Wrestler with the DNF there, the mechanical DNF. So, slightly unfortunate day for him. The results now, as we just went through, as you can see, Justin L takes out Lobby A Race 2 here at Suzuka. Smashing Apex and K-Dot barely separable in that final stint. Just 7/10 between them across the line, probably courtesy of that slide from K-Dot as he came around the final corner. Christale in 4th, Slippy in 5th, you got to be joking, in 6th, Pup in 7th, BBL Flash in 8th, Street Stylen in 9th, and Samwith rounds out the top 10. Xaga in 11th to be kicking himself for those couple mistakes, just that running wide at 130R on the second last lap, and then just got loose coming out of the S's there on the very last lap, and just probably conceded those positions a little bit easier than he would have liked to, down to 11th. BBL Sinkiller in 12th, RBS GT7 in 13th after an early mistake with Wrestler, an early incident with Wrestler meant that he was down the order. Bazza in 14th, again, would have probably loved a stronger result, but just those soft tyres didn't do him well in that first stint, and then just couldn't make up for lost time with the second pit stop, and then Wrestler obviously with the DNF. Thank you very much for tuning in to this second round of preseason races. If you haven't already, make sure you go and check out the Lobby B race. It also was a cracker. Plenty of action from both lobbies here at Suzuka this week. What a week it's been for both lobbies. We thank you so much for tuning in from everyone here at Adrenaline GT, myself included. We can't wait for next week. More details about that will be released as the week goes on, but it's going to be an exciting one. The last week of preseason before we get stuck into this championship. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.